Hello friends, in the present video, we will see how to find the vertical stress by using Newmark's influent chart method. Newmark's influence chart method. So, in this method, you can find by using this method, you can find stress at any point by using any type of soil, and also for any type of footing also you can find out. So here let us say that we can find stress under any type of loading, under any type of loading. So as of now we have seen if it is a point load, how to find the stress, if it is a circular type loading, and also we have seen if it is a line load, and also we have already seen if it is a strip footing. So, but in this case, whatever may be the type of the load, it doesn't matter. By using this chart method, we can easily find out. So here, what happens is that here we have in this chart method, we have divided some area into the number of circles. Let us say, if I consider, let me redraw it once again. So if I consider any axis and I will divide this into number of circles first. After that, what I'll do is that I will draw radial lines also like this. Okay. So here, this each part, it is called as a sector or it is called as a area unit. So this circle, this Newmark's influence circle, this has to be drawn. Like if you want to find out where 6 meter depth or 7 meter depth. So like that, let us say I have drawn it for at a depth 5 meter below the ground surface. Let us say 5 meter or 5 centimeters, doesn't matter. So I can find out my stress by using some equation that is I into N into Q. So simply you can remember it as a ink. So let me define the terms here. What does I represent, what does N represent, and what does Q represents? I is nothing but a influence coefficient of the chart. I is nothing but a influence coefficient of the chart. N is nothing but a number of factors covered by footing plan. N will be equal to number of, let us say, number of sectors covered by footing plan. And Q is nothing but a load intensity. Q is nothing but a load intensity, and it can be in any unit like Newton per meter square, kilonewton per meter square, like that. So what we'll do, let us consider that your shape of the footing is rectangle, okay, and whatever the column load that will transfer through this rectangle. And let us consider a ground surface. On this ground surface, you are going to find stress at a point 5 meter below the ground level. Okay. At this level, we have to draw Newmark's circles like this, like I shown below. What I'll do, I will draw some circles, and what I'll do, I will divide it into number of sectors by using the radial lines. After that, wherever I want to, let us say if I want to find out the stress at this point, what I'll do, I'll keep my footing on this chart, and then I will see how many number of circles are covered. So that is what about the N value. I is depending upon the number of factors. Like if I write down the formula for I will be nothing but a 1 divided by total number of sectors of the chart. total number of sectors of the chart. Okay, by using this relation we can find out the I value, or sometimes it will be given in the question. As in the exam we cannot draw it by using graph paper and the pencil, directly this I value given in the question and the Q value given in the question, and also they will also give you how many number of sectors are covered. So by using that we can simply find out stress at any point below the ground surface, and this is very useful, and you can be find out for any type of the loading and whatever may be the shape of the footing. Okay, okay, this is what about the Newmark's inflation chart method. Okay, in the next video we will see a problem based on this method. Thank you.